Well then, welcome to day 3 of this disaster. It's going to be a little bit less disastrous this time. I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand, I don't think. Here we go. Freshly rebuilt, if I dare call it that. Freaking Holley OEM carburetor. The very one that was on here. Freaking hell. That might be a little bit off, but hey, looks like an engine now. I'm gonna need some coolant. That'll happen tomorrow. In the meantime, got those 2 holes to plug. God, that's dusty. And then we're good to go. Good to put coolant in anyway. Friggin' dry. So we're gonna freaking figure that out. I'm gonna put the carburetor on properly. I actually have to put a spacer and whatever between, and get the valve covers on and all that nonsense until it's actually an engine again, and then it should actually run. What manner of madness is this? We took number 1 out. We took the cap off, and we cranked slowly until it freaking pushed air out of the cylinder. And then we realized that the rotor was nowhere near where number 1 was. So I had Googled, I guessed, right? I guessed that number 1 would be where number 1 is on Google, but it wasn't. It was actually completely the other way. So
I guess the lesson here is never trust Google, eh?
Well, never trust that the vehicle is as it should be from like 1974 when it's from 1974.
Or never trust Google Garage.
Google Garage. the new generic YouTube channel. Yeah, so we got that figured out and then it ran. And you'll see that in this video. I needed to say this because we completely forgot, and I was looking at the footage and I was just like, yeah, this makes no sense. It's just like, this makes no sense at all. Last video, it wasn't doing anything, and now I got clips of it running. Perfect. Freaking hell. Anyway, so yeah, I believe this is number 1, and Google has this as number 1, which I assume means that it should be number 1.
I think you got it backwards. I think that's number 1.
No, this here.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay, we got it right. We got it right.
I think it's, yeah, this one here. So this is number 1. That's supposed to be number 1. And I don't know why I guessed that it would be. I should have checked right away instead of spending 14 years cranking it, wondering why it wasn't working and being lazy. Don't be lazy.
Because for all we know, it could have ran with cardboard carburetor.
Could have, yeah, probably would have. We could still take the cardboard or the regular carburetor off and give her a try.
No, I'm good.
You're right. I'm not doing it today, that's for sure.
What?
Alright, we got the Accord providing some background music. This belt was quite loose. I've tightened it. You gotta loosen these 3 bolts and then tighten that one. It's pretty frickin' mint. So I guess you loosen that one to the power steering fluid at the moment is hard to get out. It is at the right level. I've looked over the transmission, which is way over there. Way over there. Looked over that. The fuel no longer leaks. As far as, yeah, the fuel's quite dry. No more leaks on that. There's a filter somewhere. Filter down there. It's still pretty clean, which is fucking impressive. Last night I found out there you go. That lights up. Doesn't light up with the door, but it lights up with the switch here. Both headlights are out. I don't know why. Not a big priority right now. CB radio doesn't work. 12 volt does work. Wipers work. And all of their adjustable intermittent glory. So far, about half of it works. Every other light, well, there's some burnt lights obviously, but whatever. So I guess I'll start it now. It's hard to hold it with your left hand because the freaking microphone's right where you want to put your thumb. But let's Whew. Power steering works, but the engine is not happy yet, so sick. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I was like, oh, it's not working. Then I realized the belt's super loose, so you gotta just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ought to do her. Oh boy. Timing might be off. No wonder I can't get it to move. Brakes are a little jammed and it doesn't even like the power steering pump as load. Anyway, I'm gonna get it to idle and maybe play with the timing until it's happy. Yep. So it moves. It moved forward. Oh, that might be why. That's probably a good reason. Sunk right into the ground a little bit. I wonder if it'll move better now. I wonder if the brakes weren't jammed, but it was actually just straight up sunk into the ground. It definitely was sunk into the ground. Oh, this is wonderful news. I'm gonna go get some fucking coolant. And I think we're gonna drive her out of here. Ah, hell yeah. Guy can't stand in front of the camera. It's a bit loud out here, but I'm gonna put some coolant in. Try to make sure it's flowing. And then gas. And then we'll move it. See if it stops and moves again. It's gonna be great. Forgot to tighten this thermostat housing, so there goes like some of that going. I think I'm gonna buy a 36, I don't know, 2 packs of water, and the truck and I will both have a drink. So I'll be back. So I was cleaning that because it wasn't sealing. I was like, why is it leaking? This is ridiculous. It's tight. Well, that's a problem. This must have been hairline fractured before I even went to tighten it down. Gasket's still usable, but if the new one comes with one, whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna go buy one of those. Hopefully some sort of reasonably close example of one of these anyway. Don't really care, I just want it to run and drive. Kind of feels like a shot right in the frickin' mouth, but oh well. So I'm gonna go get the part, and yeah, let's cross our fingers and hope they actually have it. Alright, time to reinstall the thermostat housing, thermostat gasket, and then continue to fill the coolant. I have a little bit of silicone to make sure it seals. I don't want to chance it. I'm sure it'll seal without it, but just can't bring myself to even have the chance that I'll have to take it back apart again. So I'm gonna cut the silicone thing open and we're gonna get it done. I'm gonna stick the gasket to this side after I put the thermostat in here. Otherwise it'll come out, and probably that's why it broke last time. Speaking of thermostats, I need to go get it. Alright, put a little bit of silicone over here, a little bit under too to stick it on, because otherwise the thermostat will fall out. And this is only here because, I mean, the intake is 47 years old or some such. I want to make sure that it fills any little holes so that it freaking seals. I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Put some water in. Bottled water, because that's what I have. And I'm probably going to end up doing a cooling flush anyway, so. By probably, I mean 99.999% sure. Now it's time to swap batteries. There seems to be a tiny drip. I'm gonna ignore it, and it'll probably get worse or it'll stop, one or the other. But it seems to be a tiny little drip. But I came here to drive it. That's what I'm gonna do. daring to close it fully. I'm actually going to need both hands for this, but we'll roll it around a little. Kinda wish it was charging, but this is awesome. Unfortunately, it's raining. The wipers are so useless, they're actually going to make things worse. I can't see nothing. Oh, we're not gonna. We're not gonna make it. And it doesn't stop. We're just gonna cruise this way here for a minute while I. Oh, the brakes do work. I don't know if they're gonna unwork now. Oh, they fucking do work. You just gotta press real hard. All right, all right. I can't see nothing. Look at this. Look at this mirror doing nothing over here. Oh, bullocks. That'll make some good video. Oh, I was in neutral or reverse. Oh boy. Alright, well I'm gonna drive around a bit. Alright. I'm having some food here, leftovers from yesterday. It runs, it drives, and the brakes work. I don't know what better one could have expected. Now there's two problems. First problem is the valve covers aren't actually sealed, so the exhaust manifolds are gently sizzling. The second problem is I'm running low on power steering fluid. First time it happened, I figured, well, it's eating it, and it was. The second time is because we're making a couple of puddles. This is the worst. Actually, reasonably speaking, both of them are probably awful. I imagine the power steering is leaking out of its main seals on the box, which is awesome and is just going to be the best. And the coolant seems to be coming from there, which, near as I can figure it, is the joint between the frickin' exhaust manifold, or that is the joint between the intake manifold and the head. So that's fun. That's going to be lots of fun. Hopefully it's this still, but nah, it's dry. So fantastic, right? Maybe it's the head, maybe it's the bolt there that needs to be coated in sealing stuff. Anyway, the problem now, actually we might be getting a little better because this is probably heating up a little bit, but this thing I'm quite certain needs to be replaced because it just isn't working very well, especially when it's cool out, which is weird. But anyway, when it was 40 degrees it was doing just fine, but at whatever time, 20 or below, it doesn't seem to want to work properly. But yeah, the Accord's there because I'm gonna have to boost it when I try to leave here. But it runs, it drives. This would actually make a pretty cool picture area. Maybe if I try to go down over there. But turning around will be fun. So it runs, it drives. I'm gonna put the hood down and move the Accord and start taking some photos. This is so cool. Didn't think this would even, like... I've had it long enough that I just started being like, well, I guess it'll be a lawn ornament. It's just not getting spark no matter what I did. just good. Put the cord back over there. This is a bit daring, but I'm going to close the hood. I'm going to go to the front, and my co-host is going to arrive, probably give me a boost, and we'll drive around a bit and put her away. Then I'm going to go home. I forgot what home felt like. It's been a minute. Just double check. Double, triple, quadruple check. Hopefully, the battery should still be at 13, I believe. That ought to be enough to get it to start. Yeah. Awesome. Alright. Gotta be gentle but firm with the throttle and firm period with the brakes.
Why, does she have a lot of power?
No, I don't know. I haven't given her much, but can't stop, so. Test the brakes, just to, so you get an idea.
Oh yeah.
It stops, it's not very good.
Steering's not that bad.
Yeah, it's better though when there's fluid in it. Oh, we're gonna have to back up.
Maybe not. I've got it.
No, we're good.
No.
This is so cool. Alright, full send then. Not bad for no secondaries.
Just imagine if it did. Holy hell, Mama Gazelle.
I don't know how much gas we have.
I don't know either. We're going to find out.
We got about 7 liters when I started it off, so. Ride's great.
That's not bad.
What's that big orange thing over there?
I don't know.
You're gonna back up? How's this mirror better?
Yeah, a lot better.
That one doesn't move. Oop, I'm pointing at my crotch.
These nuts.
Yeah. Full lock backing up it doesn't like very much, so if you stall it you get to go get the cord. Never stalled a freaking automatic before.
That mirror.
Yeah, no kidding.
This thing would be so much better with West Coast mirrors.
Right? Yeah, these mirrors ain't ideal. They'd be better if you could actually like aim that one up.
Reverse.
I think we were going up a hill. Speedometer seems to work.
Oh yeah. Nothing else does.
Temp gauge goes straight to hot as soon as you put the key on, so.
Oil pressure I think works.
I hope so. It'd be nice if there were some.
Alternator don't, but the speedometer does.
What's actually alternator reads voltage. It was that like it goes to half or a little below half.
Here, if I give you my phone, can you play a small video of me?
Alright. We are putting it away. Oh, you're definitely gonna run over that garbage bag now. As long as it doesn't go in the ditch. Plenty of room so far. You're gonna want to stop.
Nope.